In today's video, we're gonna be turning a can of chickpeas into a delicious, creamy vegan cheesecake. We're actually gonna be trying Sauce Stash's cheesecake recipe. I'm excited for this, and if you guys love cheesecake too, then you are definitely in the right place. Let's dive in. For our crust, we're going to be using these Maria's cookies. He ended up using graham crackers, but I thought that these would be really delicious. They're kind of like a baby cookie, but with a little orange flavor. And yeah, they are super delicious. Then we are just going to add some coconut oil. He did vegan butter, but I generally don't have vegan butter on hand, and coconut oil works just as good, and I feel like it's a little bit healthier. Just mix that until you're able to press the mixture down, because you want to press it down really firmly into your pan. If you have one of those springform pans where you can remove the sides after baking, then definitely use that. But I do not have that, so I'm going to be using this one, which is totally fine as well. Now just put that in the freezer to chill while we make the rest of our cheesecake. The next step you want to do is boil some cashews. So we are heating up 2 cups of cashews with a little pinch of salt, and then boil that until softened for about 15 minutes. Okay, so our crust is now in the freezer getting chilled so that when we pour everything in, it's going to be nice and firm. And our cashews are boiling, so it's going to take about 15 minutes to soften them. I know that you can also soak them overnight or soak them for about 8 hours in hot water. We did not do that, but if you do want to save some dishes and save some time, then you can do that the night before making this, or even just like the morning of and make this in the afternoon. But now all that's left to do is basically put everything else in the blender. So we're going to drain our chickpeas, and you can save the aquafaba or you cannot. I know that you can use the aquafaba for a lot of different recipes. So we probably will save it just in case we want to use it this week for something. And yeah, we're gonna put everything in the blender. We're gonna mix it all together, and then once the cashews are ready, we'll add them in as well. First, you're gonna add your drained and rinsed chickpeas, a tablespoon and a half of vanilla extract, one can of coconut milk, or in my case, I could not find coconut milk, so I am just using regular coconut milk. 1 cup of maple syrup. I'm going to cut this down for half a cup of maple syrup and half a cup of agave, because where I live, maple syrup is just so expensive. It seems like a lot, but it's really the only sweetener in this recipe, so definitely don't skimp on this. Then the next ingredient sounds kind of strange, but I promise you can't even taste it. We're going to be adding 2 tablespoons of nut butter. I'm using this homemade peanut butter that I have. Then we're going to zest and juice 2 lemons. Make sure to use a strainer to catch any of the seeds, just in case you don't want those going in your mixture. And finally, a little pinch of salt. Okay, so we've added everything except for the cashews, which are still boiling. Gonna be another couple of minutes. And it's looking pretty dark, honestly. His was not this dark. I feel like maybe my vanilla is just really strong, or probably my coconut milk. Where I'm living, I cannot find, for the life of me, canned coconut milk. It like does not exist here. So I ended up using just like regular coconut milk. So probably that's why it's a little bit darker. But let's give it a taste test and see how it tastes. It's really good. It's really, really good actually. Let's add the cashews and see how it is. So let's add those in along with our cornstarch. The cornstarch is also gonna thicken it. Same with the cashews, gonna make it nice and creamy. So let's add that in and see how it looks after that. Now your cashews should be ready. They should be nice and softened. Just drain the water and throw those into your blender. Once blended, it should look a lot creamier and smoother than before. Now you are ready to add your cornstarch, which is going to thicken it even more. So add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Once blended, the consistency is going to be a lot thicker and creamier, especially since your cashews are hot. That's what's going to activate your cornstarch. Now just take out your crust from the freezer and pour in your mixture. And then you're going to bake that in your oven at 350 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius for, he says, 38 minutes. I'm, however, going to do it in my air fryer. I'm going to do it at 350 for about half the time, so for about 20 minutes. I'm going to check it though at 15 just in case. Next up, we're going to make a very simple strawberry topping. So we're going to squeeze a couple of oranges into a saucepan with some frozen strawberries. Then we're going to add a dash of vanilla and a dash of maple syrup. And we're also going to add in some chia seeds. He did not do this, but I just love adding chia seeds to my strawberry mixture to make it more of like a jelly jam consistency. Then you're just going to let that boil and kind of set until it gets nice and thick like this. Okay, it's only been 15 minutes and the sides are getting pretty dark, so I'm gonna take this out now. But it's looking really, really good. The only thing is it's a little bit jiggly on the top, so I'm not sure if it's fully cooked all the way through, but since the edges are really dark, I'm just gonna leave it and we're gonna let that set. You're gonna put both of these things in the fridge overnight and we're gonna check on it tomorrow. Here it is the next day. I'm so excited for this taste test. Get ready because, wow, I am about to be mind blown. Alright guys, so it's the next day and this cheesecake looks like it is set and firm and it has like one crack in it, which is kind of good because I was worried that it wasn't going to be like fully cooked all the way through. Because if you saw yesterday, it looked still like quite jiggly in the middle, but definitely it's cooked, it's set, it looks good. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is I didn't have one of those spring form pans where you can like remove the outside. So I'm going to have to like kind of cut around the edges and see if I can take out the entire cake. So it's gonna be tricky. It might be a complete mess, a complete fail. Maybe I should just start with one piece. Maybe I should just do one piece. Yeah, let's do that instead. And also this strawberry jelly set really nicely, so it looks really good. It'll be the perfect topping for this. Now just cut yourself off a nice big piece. Wow, look at that. It is definitely cooked a lot more than I thought. I thought it was gonna just spill out everywhere. That is amazing. I'm so excited to try this. Okay, so now the moment of truth. Let's see how good this cheesecake is. I want to say again, the recipe from Sauce Stash is going to be down below in the description box, so check it out for the original recipe. It's super creamy. I definitely feel like it's not as cooked as his was. And you can see like it's kind of like smushing out on the sides here. So definitely I would cook it a little bit longer, maybe at a lower temperature in my air fryer, but that was my own fault because I did it in my air fryer. The flavor is amazing. The flavor is really good. I'm not even sure if I can taste the chickpeas. I think I can taste them a tiny bit, but more I taste like lemon and like creaminess. It definitely is giving me cheesecake vibes. Like this is a really good cheesecake. If I got this at a restaurant, I would say it was amazing. If I didn't even know that this was vegan, I probably wouldn't know that it was vegan. But yeah, overall, I would say maybe 9 out of 10, just because I feel like maybe I could have cooked it just a little bit longer in my air fryer at a lower temperature, just to make this like more cooked all the way through. But it's definitely giving cheesecake vibes. Yeah, it's really, really good. I would definitely make this again. For sure would make this again. It's so good. So again, thank you Sauce Stash for the amazing recipe. I'm definitely going to be trying more of your chickpea recipes because I know that I have seen so many of them, like Snickers bars and pizza dough and like other stuff. So I'm definitely going to finish this piece. Yeah, like I said, probably 9.5 out of 10 just because of my own air fryer fault. And yeah, it was so good. If you're looking for more healthy plant-based desserts, I'll link my next video on the screen here for you. Definitely go check it out. We'll see you there.